What it do, y'all? This is Clay from Wave Sandy Water Rental. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Man, it's been a little while, man, since I gave y'all a YouTube video. It is 4th of July weekend, big weekend in the business. Currently, the boats are sold out from tomorrow, which is Thursday, till Sunday. So we got a lot of activities when it comes to the boat. JetSki, you know, we're still working on it. I intentionally didn't want to do any rentals tomorrow with JetSkis just because I'm a little bit understaffed. And that's the one thing with this business, man. If you get a lot of equipment, you want to make sure that you have staff to cover your equipment. Just because, you know, holidays like 4th of July, you know, people are going to want jet skis, they're going to want boats. So you want to make sure that you could accommodate both parties. But we are slam packed with some boat rentals. And what I did was I tried to do some boat packages with jet skis. So my people who rented out boats, I said, hey, we could put a jet ski in here. You know, we could charge you possibly $70 an hour if you wanted to add this on to your boat rental. And we got about, you know, 2 people to bite on that. And that kind of upped the revenue up per rental by like 200. So, you know, got an extra 400 out of that. It doesn't hurt to ask. All right. Today, I'm here to talk about, you know, how to get extra money throughout the week with your water rental business. You know, one of the things that I was doing was putting a lot of money through Google, putting a lot of money in Yelp. And I do think those are good avenues. Like Yelp has a good way for you to call for action. So sometimes on weekends where I know that I don't have a lot of jet ski rentals, I'll put a call to action and put out like, hey, we got like 10% off on the jet skis, or maybe, hey, 20% off on jet skis, and try to get some people to give me some phone calls so I could get some money, because at the end of the day, you know, if you're not getting rented out, you know, you're not making any money. So it's better to get a discount than to not make any money, you know? So, you know, the name of the game is the cash flow, and, you know, you got to do what you got to do to cash flow. So, you know, sometimes I'll go on Yelp and I'll say call to actions, or I'll make a business promotion and I'll try to promote that. Another thing that I do, I'll maybe go on TikTok and I'll spend like $10 to $20 on the video, get more looks. Usually when I spend about $20 on the video, I get at least one booking. That one booking would probably give me around $100 to maybe $200, or maybe even possibly a boat rental, which I'll cash flow $450. So it pays for itself. You pay $20 for an advertisement, and typically I usually get one booking from that. And even if you don't get one booking, maybe if maybe it takes you 2 videos that you spent $40, it's gonna pay for itself. So definitely invest in TikTok. Definitely invest heavily on Instagram. You want to make sure that your brand, you are the brand, and your business is showcased on your page. You want to be that person that people think about whenever they need a jet ski, whenever they need a boat. They're reaching out to you because they see that your content is consistently posting that. So make sure you make it fun, make it vibrant, and also try to find out your niche. Sometimes in this business, it's difficult to figure out, okay, who's my target market, you know? And you want to make sure that you market to that target market, you know? Whether they like partying, whether they like doing, you know, slow jams and stuff like that. You got to make sure that you tailor to that market. Everybody lives in different areas. Your market could be different, and I don't want to tell you how to cater to a market that I might not understand. My market is my market, and, you know, we're still enhancing that. Another thing that I do to gain revenue with my business, I just recently started doing this, and I highly recommend all my boat owners to do this, because right now the business is heavily saturated. So many people are getting into the water rental business after the pandemic, and you want to do things that set yourself apart. One of the things that I do is I throw events on Eventbrite. You know, I sometimes have boat launch days. So like whenever the season's about to start, I'll throw like maybe a party on a dock or something like that, or maybe a private island or a public island, and pretty much try to throw a party or something like that to get people to know that, hey, we got boats, we got jet skis, and to be top of mind with people whenever they're thinking about jet skis or boat rentals. Also, I throw like events like R&B on the Lake. You know, it happens every Friday from 7 to 9, and typically Fridays I'm not getting much rentals. So this is a way for me to get some money when I'm typically not getting money, you know? And that, like I said before, what's the point of having your equipment if they're not getting rented out? You want them to get rented out as frequent as possible. So with this event, You know, I'm hosting it for 2 hours. I have 2 speakers there. You know, I have cater food. You know, sometimes cater food might cost me about $150, but I have VIP guests. So I up the ticket prices. And then I have different tiers of tickets. I have early bird tickets, which is like my regular standard. Hey, you get a seat on the boat. That's all it guarantees. Then you got general admission. Hey, it's only guaranteed. You missed out on the early bird, but you got a guaranteed spot on the boat and you get a complimentary shot. Then I got my VIP tickets. VIP ticket holders get complimentary food. They get a cocktail drink. They might get another goodie bag like a shirt, but you want to entice people to get that VIP ticket. And even your early bird and your GA, you want them to buy plates on the boat so you can upsell it. You know, I don't want to talk about liquor because you have to have your liquor license, but we try to give the shots before we depart. That way people are kind of vibing out because you want to make sure that they're having a good time. The thing about events is that you want to be super meticulous and make sure that the event is to the T of what your Eventbrite says. And you want to make sure that you're essentially a host. So it's a little bit of a different experience than doing a boat rental. A boat rental, all you got to do is just kind of be there and make sure that they have their equipment and, you know, make sure that everyone's safe. Whereas an event, you are hosting. But if you throw multiple events throughout the week where typically your boat's not getting rented out, now your money is growing. You know, for me, I did my event R&B on a lake. It made me $950. I think Eventbrite took like, you know, maybe like, I don't know, 10%, maybe 15%. I can't remember, but I ended up, you know, making some good amount of money on that. I think I made like $860 from that, you know, so it took like, you know, a good amount from me, but I made $860 from that event. So, you know, $860 that I would have never made if I never threw an event, you know. So I think if you have a water rental business, you have to do some creative things to get people out on the water, and events is a good way to grow your money. So, you know, let's kind of recap a little bit. I said you should definitely utilize Google and Yelp. With Yelp, there's like call to actions, there's business promotions. Definitely invest in those. I highly advise you guys to invest in TikTok advertising, Facebook advertising, and Instagram advertising. You know, make sure that you guys spend a little money, especially locally, so people know that you're out there. Maybe possibly throwing in an event. Like I said, I have R&B on the lake. Throw an event to make sure that, you know, get people to come out. Do something that tailors to wherever area that you're at. You might be in an area where Spanish music is a vibe, so you might want to have Spanish music on a boat. You know, you might be in a place where reggaeton is a vibe, so you might want to have reggaeton on a boat. You know, definitely want to make sure that you guys cater to the clientele that's in your area. But events is a good way to grow your money. Got some JetSki going crazy behind me. I just want to make sure he ain't crashing into me. But anyway, make sure that you guys are tailor your events to your community. But events is a good way to grow your money. You know, for me, I made like $860. I was never gonna make that money if I never did the event. I'm trying to throw 3 events a week, and hopefully I'm able to cash flow at least like $400 from each event. You know, $400, that's just adds to the pot. And if I could have like 3K weekends, you know, and then start making like, you know, 6K a week, you know, we doing good. We doing good, you know what I'm saying? And of course the goal is to cash flow at least 10K a month. But you know, the market is a little saturated. You know, it wasn't like how it was during the pandemic, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I do believe for the 4th of July weekend, I'll definitely make that money, like 10,000 this week. But you know, on a regular basis in the summertime, you're not making that money. Well, I'm not right now, you know, but I'm trying to. So events is a good way to grow their money. Using Yelp is a good way to grow their money. Even throwing like a boat launch day or something like that, or investing in TikTok and social media aspect is a good way to grow your money. So another way how I try to grow my money with this water rental business. My boats have been renting out every weekend. It's been doing amazing, which is last year it hasn't. So I'm super hyped about that. But you know, with the boats, my bigger boat is about $600. I pay my captain about $150. I cash flow about $450, right? It doesn't include gas at all. So let's say $400, right? So with that being said, you know, I might want to walk away with $600 every single boat rental. So how can I get the $600? You know, one of the things you might want to sell is like hookah, you know, electric hookah on the boat. You know, women love hookah, you know, so I might have a hookah that they could purchase on the boat. Hey, $50, you could purchase this electric hookah, because we don't allow hookah with coals. Most people have hookahs with coals. You get your electric hookah with no coals, upcharge that. You just got an extra $50 for that rental. Maybe you want to charge like maybe little snacks or some food that didn't cost you, upcharge that. Maybe you want to sell for jet skis, maybe the phone cases where people can now record videos, and maybe you charge maybe $5 to $10 per phone case and you only pay $2 for that. Now you cash flowing, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you have a little tap of food and you can cash flow and have some food on there. So different things you could do to make sure that your money grows. You know, hey, sometimes you gotta get creative, you know, do some creative stuff. Maybe you charge for karaoke. Maybe you play some games on the boat and you charge, and maybe, you know, entice people. Winner gets a prize, you know, like do things that, you know, your renters would love to do and they wouldn't mind paying for. All right, y'all, but that is all I have right now for advice. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me. Always know that it's Wave Sandy Water Rental. It's your boy Clay. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We are outside, and I want you guys to flourish in your business. So anything that relates to the water rental business and you got some questions for me, let me know, because we riding out and we outside.